The 2023 SWAC Baseball Tournament is staged in the city of Atlanta at historic West Chandler Stadium on the campus of Georgia Tech. 8 schools are represented in this double elimination tournament. 8 schools who were correctly foreshadowed to be here when the preseason predicted order of finish came out in February. Getting things started, number 2 West seed Texas Southern locking up with East 3 seed Florida A&M. Jamichael Barstato got the scoring going in the 5th with a solo blast to left, his 9th homer of the season. That gave Florida A&M a 1-0 lead. Next inning, Bastardo duplicated the feat. This one, a 3-run shot to center. Homer number 10 on the year. The Rattlers were in complete command, 6-0. Meanwhile, on the hill, starting pitcher Hunter Dietz was outstanding. He worked 7 innings, allowed 5 hits, and struck out 5. Texas Southern slugger Alexander Olivo, who came into the tournament with a league-best 14 homers, knocked in his league-leading 70th RBI. However, that wouldn't be nearly enough. Florida A&M routs Texas Southern 9-1. East 2 seed Bethune-Cookman and West 3 seed Southern squares off in Game 2, but it was the Wildcats' number 22, Irvin Escobar, that had his teammates circling the bases. This RBI single opened the scoring and gave Bethune-Cookman a 1-0 advantage in the 3rd inning. Southern pitcher Nicholas Wilson had a strong showing on the mound, allowing just 7 hits while striking out 9. The Jaguar fans were in the stands trying to help give their bat some life, and Nava Sanchez did not disappoint as he sent this double down the right field line that scores O'Neal Burgos from first base. Designated hitter Kyle Ratcliffe got in on the action as well by grooving a ball to left center, which would give the Jaguars a 2-run cushion. To Bethune-Cookman's credit, they were able to get a batter on and have the game-tying run come to the plate. But thanks to a tremendous play in the outfield, Southern was able to double up the runner at second to close out the victory with ease. In game number 3, the Alabama State Hornets brought their number 1 seed in the East and school record 39 regular season victories in a matchup versus 4th-seeded Prairie View A&M. Junior Jack Hay made the very most of his day. The lefty hitter got the scoring party started with an RBI single in the very first inning. He kept the momentum going later by adding 4 more runs. 2 came on a 2-run homer. Hay finished the day 4 for 4 with 5 RBIs. Right fielder Allie LaPreed also had a big day. He too hit a homer, number 14 on the season, and added an RBI single to his ledger as well. The Panthers would finally get on the board in the 4th frame when Sebastian Correa stepped up to the plate and delivered an RBI to cut the deficit to 4-1. But the Hornets' bats kept on chopping. They added 4 runs in the 5th, another 2 in the 6th, and led by a score of 11-1. And speaking of 11s, top pitching prospect Omar Melendez, who has a league-best 2.59 ERA, went 6 innings, struck out 4, and allowed 1 earned run. He improves to a perfect 12-0. The lights were turned on at Rush Chandler Stadium for the nightcap, and for the first time since 2017, Grambling State entered the tournament as the West Division's top seed, where they took on Jackson State, the number 4 seed in the East. Tiger Borum hit a 2-run tater to put Grambling State up 2-0. Jackson State would respond by filling the bases. Jatavius Melton then got plucked by pitcher Lorenzo Peterson to bring a run across the plate. That was followed up by designated hitter Marcus Atterbury, who reached base all 5 times he was at bat, going 3 for 3 with 2 walks and 2 runs batted in. Jackson State would take the lead 5-2. but Grambling State's Kyle Walker answered back with his bat by stroking an RBI double to right center. He had a productive game going 2 for 4. The Tigers would add another run thanks to the third wild pitch of the day thrown by starter Christian Womble. That narrowed the score to 5-4. Jackson State coach Omar Johnson looked a little concerned in the dugout. Keelan Mack, who leads the league in 2-baggers, doubled down with a 2-run homer to straightaway center to put Grambling back out in front 6-5, and he was definitely in the mood to celebrate. Let's move to the Jackson State half of the 8th inning, where Omar Gomez, who had a 4 for 5 night, connected on a solo shot to left field. The score tied again. It was Keelan Mack's turn again to retake the lead one more time. This one goes deep and off the wall and center to score Tiger Borum from second base. Cameron Bufford would add on an RBI double for insurance, and Grambling enjoyed a 2-run bulge heading into the 9th inning. Jackson State rallied in the final frame and scored on a sacrifice fly by catcher Marshall Ruiz that scored Ty Hill. But unfortunately, that's where the buck stopped. Grambling State narrowly escapes with an 8-7 victory. So, day 1 of the tournament is in the books with Florida A&M, Southern, and number 1 seeds Alabama State and Grambling State all advancing to the winner's side of the bracket. Make sure you keep it locked right here to HBCU Game Day and HBCUGameDay.com for all the latest SWAC baseball information. Reporting in Atlanta, Duane Walker, HBCU Game Day.